What's good, Black family? Coming back at you once again with another video. Just want to let you guys have a heads up on something. I don't know if you have heard the story of the UCLA doctor that was, basically put together to look like an ape and shit. Like, they made fun of him. He was a gorilla on all fours, and for some reason, his boss was behind him, like, fucking him in the ass. I gotta let you know something. When you're having your pants lay more than halfway past your ass, and you're strapped, and you can throw up the red and the blue and crip set all day and claim or supposedly get that money. You know, nobody really takes you as a threat. Like, if anything, you're cannon fodder for the police to hunt down. Like, not now, they just have a major excuse to shoot your black ass, and then you just, for the rest of dominant, culture or society, you're just, like, upholding the stereotypes that were placed upon you before you even knew what a gang was. Because remember, the original gangsters, you know, aren't the Bloods, the Crips, or the like Kings. No, none of your asses for sure. You're not, doing any kind of gangster way. The original gangsters, the motherfuckers who hopped off the boat, killed every fucking body, took the land, and made a whole fucking nation, and it made it seem legit. You know, off of rape, pillage, and murder. Those were the original gangsters. You just playing fucking fabricated copycat. It just is what it is. They don't fear, ignorant black people. If anything, it's like you just the butt of more jokes. That's all. Like, the Compton cookout and other bullshit like that. They don't fear you because you have a gun. Like, have you seen some of these motherfuckers' houses in the burbs? They have guns out the wild fucking zoo. And they have law to back them up. If you hide on their porch or if you walk down the street, holding some snacks, they can't shoot you, will shoot you and get away with it. You know, even their convert counterparts, Jews, can beat you the fuck up, and ain't not much get really done about that. So I just had to, like, let you guys know you ain't doing shit compared to what's been done and what's still going on. You ain't doing the goddamn thing. You claiming, this is my block. Cause I'm repping for my hood, motherfucker. You don't own that block. If a group of white people came today, or whenever the hell you happen to watch this video, or if not, if you didn't even watch it, it just happens to be a nice day outside. A group of white people said, "Get off my block, nigga." You can hoop and holler all you want. Then when they come with them armies of fucking lawyers, which they will do, or start passing policies and shit. What are you gonna do? You getting moved the fuck out. You're not stopping it. Throwing up gang signs, like you can't crip walk up into actually owning a piece of real estate. Nah, you're not doing it anything at all other than acting like a fucking fool. Then shooting guns sideways, which I never understood. Like, of course I get asked that dumbass question. Can you really hit somebody if you hold the gun sideways? I don't fucking know. Can you drink piss like water? Like, come on, stupid fucking questions. But again, the dumbass stereotypes set upon us by the usual suspects. But yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the description. I might do a vid one day where I just play a YouTube vid. The screen capture software. Shout out to Harvey Superboy. He kind of inspired me with that idea a little bit. I might get on that later, not to try to copy his style or nothing like that. But they made this man out to look like a fucking gorilla. Then when he threatened to say something, they said you won't get tenure. So he, had to weigh his options: fight it, lose tenure, or take it up the ass, get tenure, and still continue to take it up the ass and be made a fool of. And, and either way, even if you're he's shit either way because they can still blackball him when he got tenure or not. So now while he has tenure there, he has to retire there because if they blackballed him, he has no real other place to go to work for within the confines of racism, white supremacy. It's it's not gonna happen. Like, But yeah. Also, I know there wasn't a show Sunday. I should have put the word out there, but I figured everybody, me and my co-host figured people gonna be out with their families any damn way. So what's the point of doing the show when you get what, one or two callers? But thank you for the the loyal listeners. We appreciate you guys very fucking much. But we should have a show tonight. Tuesday night, May 29th. 8 o'clock. Topics. Tune in to find out what we talking about. So I got to say, tune in, find out what we talking about. If you don't tune in from the browser, then you'll find out when you call in, and if you put your hand up in the queue, and we screen the call, or we just put you on live and you ask, well, hey, what you guys are on about tonight? Then we tell you. But yeah, also another thing, people may think this is a joke, but it's so serious being black. They have black dog syndrome. I I'm not even joking. I'm gonna put that link in the description too. From even your favorite, quote unquote liberal news source report on MSNBC, I believe, report on black dog syndrome, where black animals with black fur, will usually be the first to get euthanized and the last adopted. Now people say, "Oh, you're joking, right?" Now it's a dog. No, do you not understand you know the realms of the English language when it was made? It pick up any dictionary. Anything with black is negative and bad. Anything, any color described as not black is good, or sure as hell is not as bad as black, especially white. But yeah. So and for the parents out there with their kids that go to school, and you got some smart ass kids and shit like that, and when they get into the classroom, you got the other, especially the predominantly black school, and half the class is cooning and shit, and they, oh well, you want to act white now because you learn how to read. You got to understand this. Black people living in America are very mentally ill, right? We all have some degrees of mental illness. You cannot live under this system with constant fucking degradation and not have some kind of mental illness. Now, you can live in fucking la la land if you want. I still say you have a mental illness. Oh, everybody's suffering now. Yeah, go fuck yourself with that bullshit. Come on. The numbers don't, history from yesterday till now doesn't even fucking, jive with that baseless nonsense. Because, some trust fund babies, you know, they was getting stifled out they pay cut, so now we have Occupy Wall Street. So that's all that was. They, niggas that been suffering financial demise just jumped on the bandwagon. Because you would have figured during the years of the decline, the Bush years, there would have already been an Occupy movement, which there should have been. It only makes sense because you're hitting it while the shit is still falling, so your voice will be heard, so it won't fucking totally crumble. But they wait until Barack Obama, like I'm not his biggest fucking fan, but you wait until he's in office to set up a fucking Occupy movement, like you know Monsanto and the Bilderberg Group and City Group and shit like that haven't already been fucking you over. But then again, you just wasn't feeling the pain as bad and when Bush was in office. Cause like I said, the most Bush got was skits. Everybody hated that motherfucker, but the worst he got was some Saturday Night Live skits. While Obama, on the other hand, get much, much worse. Once again, I'm not his biggest fan. I think he just a new face on, the imperialistic bullshit and corporate bullshit. Just look at what the fuck goes on. Like, if you're able to do shit like that without making excuses for the man constantly, which I kind of know is it's hard for some people. Yeah, I know it's hard. But anyway, gonna put those links in the description. Said once again. Matter of fact, getting back on the point with the kids, with the parents and the kids in the classroom before, my mind kind of go off in other tangents sometimes. But yeah, the mental illness part. We all have a degree of mental illness, right, in this country. So when them other kids say dumb shit like, "Oh, your kid's trying to be white because he want," no, they're just fucking projecting what has been put onto them because what they see in the shit those black kids watch is get money, bitches, hoes, rap, play basketball and shit like that. So nothing about learning how to read is important to them other than being able to read the fucking name of the team they want to be on one day. So when your child comes around that may have not been influenced the same way as those kids, and like, oh, I want to know how to read a 5 letter word, you know, 6 letter word. I want to know how to do basic math and science and shit like that. Because going through my years of school, it is a black students, if they actually tried, they can be some real smart motherfuckers. Real smart motherfuckers. Like, teachers surprised that shit. Then when you get the students that already fell in the trap house shit, you know, they can work with that because they expect it out of them, and they don't really try to push them above it. Just kind of just maintain them along, teach them what's going to be on the next test. If they pass, they pass. They fail, they fail. They don't give a fuck any goddamn way. Look at the teachers in your school. Half of them don't give a fucking damn. There's very few teachers that actually give a damn about your kid. So if you don't want the other kids, to be like that, then you gotta fucking get the word out. Like, do something. Raise some fucking awareness amongst these parents to teach their kids right, or try to get to some youth and give them some knowledge of self, and teach them the right way, other than complain that, oh, these other niggas is they hating on my child because he want a education. Also, another thing is, like, whose education? Whose education? You can have education, but whose? Who are they learning about? Which way of philosophy are they learning? Who, under whose guise? Is it yours? No. So come on. And you throw that, we want to throw that word education around and shit. You gotta look at the context of how you using it, and look at the school system, because the school system don't teach them shit. Nothing really taught in school you're gonna really use. So there's some stuff, of course, there's gonna be exceptions to the rule, but other than that, other than the basic reading, writing, math, you know, reading comprehension, so you can understand, fucking when you get word problems in math and shit, and science and stuff like that. The social studies shit, a lot of other stuff. It doesn't, like, social studies don't really fucking matter, because look who you're learning about mostly, and revised history. I say get your kids to learn the basics: math, reading, science, writing, and reading comprehension skills. They gonna need to comprehend what the fuck they read, other than being able to read Young Money, bullshit like that. Like, come on, like anything. You don't have to be a novel all the time. If your kid could sit down and read a magazine, if your kid could sit down and read a fucking text message that's not all chopped up and diced up with short ass words like DNT and for don't, and buy as in BI, not even BY and shit. You know what I mean? But just make sure they know that shit. Like, it's up to you to teach them some fucking history and knowledge of self, because they're not gonna get that in the public school system. The public school system is not built for young black males and black females to even get anything from it. There's other groups that have study groups outside of the school, which they learn about themselves. They go do that basic shit. Boom, they go to after school programs, you can probably call it, and learn some fucking history. Other than that is, you're not gonna get that in school. You may get a chapter on somebody. Well, look up some video series on Leonard Jeffries on how he talked about, it was him and a couple other non-white, other ethnic scholars that was told to take a look at the New York City public school textbooks and see how they can be revised to be more diversified. Come on, you gonna need shit like that, because talk about education is like, look at the context. Also, you got people with PhDs going on food stamps. Check out the story. Check it out, the researcher. You don't gotta take my word on face value. Research the shit. But on food stamps, PhDs on food stamps and shit, just amassing a great pile of debt. When you set the future for your child, don't just push them to go, oh, you go get good grades to get into a good college to hopefully get a good job, especially with the way the economic times are. Come on, how are you gonna set a dream and not think about the fucking the present and future consequences that's going on outside of that dream? Yeah, you can amass a massive amount of debt and get a piece of paper and feel validated off a piece of paper, or you can actually learn something, pass it on to your kinfolk, and start building shit. Because if you haven't noticed, a lot of the jobs is gone, and anything being created is not get for you to be in that position. It is what it is. If you like it, if you don't like it, fuck you. If you like it, then you know what time it is. Oh man, people. We really need to get our shit together. And once again, gangsterism does not really scare white people. It's the fact that you black, it just scares them. That's it. Not cause you got a good you got a gap. It's a good pair of Jordans, and you walking real hard like nah. Nah, cause you know what's walking real hard like when you could walk into a place, a commercial business, and pull out some motherfucking forms and tell people get the fuck out. Either let us buy you out or get the fuck out. Sign here on the dotted line. That's walking hard. That's what walking hard is. When you go into a building, you come out of a building that you fucking own and you produce some shit. It'll be fucking handmade shoes or cars or shirts or something. That's walking hard, you know. Not just for that paper money, because a lot of us are real stuck on that, paper. Well, he getting money. He get motherfucker. Do you really know the value of American dollar right now? With his shit, you need material assets, not paper dollars. Paper dollars are fucking worth. Why do you think people hide their money on offshore accounts and shit, or convert their money to other fucking currencies? The American dollar is shit. It's shit. He getting money. No, he getting a piece of paper with a bunch of dead white dudes on it. It's like, look up the fucking definition of a Federal Reserve note. It's an IOU. So fuck you if you think he's getting money. He getting. Don't hate on him. He getting money. Yo, go somewhere with that coon shit. All right. Come on, get real, get real. Got his level of fucking money. So when the dollar is as close to worth as the peso, you still gonna brag about getting money? Fucking niggas.